Well, hello, welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to show you how I am going to fill in this cribbage board with Alumilite resin. I'm going to do a multicolored design, purple and yellow for obvious reasons. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to go about doing that. I'm going to try to do this whole video without cutting anything, make it easier for me for editing. So I'm going to go pretty quick here. First off, I'm going to start by taping off all the holes. Because we don't want any resin to get into there. I did make this cribbage board on my Inventables X-Carve CNC machine in another video. If you want to see how I made it, please check that out. Alright, so that is all taped up. Grab our scale here, turn that on. I do not know exactly how much I need, but I am going to guess about 50 grams total. So I am gonna do 2 colors. So I'm just gonna go with 15 of each in both color. If I got extra, I'm just gonna make a bracelet out of it or something. So I'm gonna go with 15 of A in 1 cup. Went a little bit over. Let's pour it in, pour it into a different cup. All right, so 15 there. $15 there. So those are my A's. You don't want to mix these up. I'm just gonna put my colors right there, because that's where I'm gonna be mixing my colors into, the A. Take the cap off. Obviously it helps a little bit. So I'm gonna weigh out my B too, since I got the scale here ready and on. 15 of B. And 15 of B. Hoping this is going to be enough. I don't know for sure. So yellow, I'm just going to do a few drops. Purple, I really only want 1 drop. Purple gets pretty dark pretty quick. That was a little drop, so I'm going to get another halfer in there. So you can see how dark that gets right away. If you do too much, it's going to turn black pretty much, especially in this little of amount. I do still have to mix my B into there, so it's going to lighten up just a tiny bit, but not much. So that's mixed good enough. We're going to mix it really good once we do our B. And there's resin in my eye. Alright, I gotta go wash that out. I'll be right back. Well, that did not feel good at all, getting resin in my eye. Got her all taken care of now. Probably a little red though. Alright, I'm gonna slow down just a little bit while I'm mixing this, I guess. And or put safety glasses on. Trying to go all fast for you guys. But that's pretty much good there. Alright, I'm gonna get this stuff out of the way. Get that in there, and then I'm gonna just use these little medicine squirters that my kids got a bunch of. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and mix our B into our A. Just gonna let the cup sit there on that one. And this is Alumilite, the fast. So you got a 7-minute work time. So we got to do this pretty quick, but not too fast. Obviously, injuries happen. Alright, I'm just gonna let that one sit there too while I mix this one. Just gonna mix it up here for a good minute. I'll put this on time warp while I'm mixing. Alright. So I'm just gonna start with the purple here. Get most of the design filled up with that. And then I'm going to do my lighter yellow on the top. And then I did put a couple layers of spray poly on this first, and that will help from letting the epoxy or the resin soak into the wood. So you got to sand this out. I'm gonna sand it all smooth after. And that will stop it from soaking into the wood a lot. Still might do it a little bit, but I'm going to sand it out and stain it a little bit darker. And you won't see it if it soaks in. So I can tell you right now I'm going to have a little bit of extra, especially with the yellow. But I got some bangle bracelet molds that I will squirt it right into. Alright, so now I'm just going to add a little yellow to it. And little gold flake. I'm just filling in some of the little ones here with some more purple. Then just swirl it around a little bit. Mix it up. It'll give the gold some cool little swirls and stuff. I'm just going to put a little bit more in this eye. Or a couple of them. Alright. So I'm going to grab a bangle bracelet here. Try to do a couple of them quick. Oop. Broke that plunger, so I'm just going to pour it in there. I'm not going to quite have enough for the second one, so just pour that in there. Since I started to pour that one, I'm just going to let it harden up. And it'll come right out of there. Just gonna mix the bracelet around a little bit. Then you grab your torch and just blow all them air pockets out of there quick. Let's see if I can suck a little bit out of this Minnesota here. It is a little over full. So you just want to blast it with heat a couple times. You got to keep it moving because you don't want to scorch the resin. Alright, so we got that filled in. We got a bracelet. The other one's not quite enough to be a bracelet, but just gonna make it a thin layer so it actually comes out of there. Alright, but I'll let that cure. I'll come back. I'll show you when it's all dry, and I'll sand it down and give you a little sneak peek of it. So I ended up losing part of my video where I sanded it all down and stained it. But here's a picture of it before I put clear on it. I ended up giving it away before I also took a picture of it. So once I put clear on it, those colors really popped out a lot more, but you can kind of see the general idea of what I'm working with. Just imagine those colors being a lot brighter. Once you sand the epoxy, it gets a little dull, but once you put another layer of clear on it, of clear spray paint, clear poly, or you could even brush on some more epoxy, it'll bring the color back out and make it a lot brighter. But there's a picture of it. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you next time.